Can you record yourself making love? No. Thank you for the 2. Thoughts on Marcus McGee? Marcus McGee dying from AIDS. I don't think he's dying of AIDS. Ariel Hawani's behind you. Thank you for the 2. No, he's not. Bryce plus Paulo double interview. It might just be too crazy to manage and control, you know? Thoughts on Cade Rutillo? 3-0 MMA start so far. Great, phenomenal grappler. Phenom grappler, should I say. Looking forward to see what happens. Hopefully he makes his way over to the UFC eventually, you know? On Foenham. On Foenham Grave. Biggest fraud in the UFC right now? What's up, Fiat? Biggest fraud in the UFC right now? Jon Jones. Now, if we're looking at like contenders, like I don't really believe in. Corey Sandhagen. I know. I can't unfeel what I now feel about Corey Sandhagen. I feel like I was gaslit by Corey Sandhagen saying that he was writing all these books about the art of war and shit like that. And I watch him fight and I'm like, dude, you're just switching stances on the outside. Please stop, you know? You know, I don't care if you sat in a tent all night writing in your diary about how you're going to kill someone. You know, he just sits on the outside, flicks out his lead hand and low kicks at range. Like, come on, man. I really fell for that. I fell for the whole trick of him, you know? Thank you for the $3 Australian. Impression of Sandhagen to the outside foot battle. There you go. There you go. Dear diary, today somebody got outside foot position on me, and I read from Sun Tzu that you're not supposed to have mercy for your adversaries. Thank you for the 3. That's what I'm talking about. Exactly that. It's statistically impossible for it to be 6 million. I know, but chill. Shut the fuck up. Who's the ugliest fighter in the UFC who's not Merab? All right, guys, come on. Raul Rosas Jr. Thank you for the 3. Merab posted a skit teasing the O'Malley fight. No. Thoughts on the upcoming prospect? Okay. Best cheeks in the UFC other than Jamon? Oof. I'm looking at women's bantamweight. Other than Jamon, I mean, you're taking away a golden choice. Probably Perez, if we're like not counting, if we're just saying cheeks. Probably Aylin Perez. I feel like Pena will retire and get a retirement video. I could see that, yeah. I could see that. Bryce Mitchell was a good dude before the atrocities. Before the atrocities. He was a good dude. Before the atrocities. Thank you for the $8 Australian. Girlfriend cheated on me, Guru, but your humor and basedness is getting me through. No problem, brother. It's going to be okay. Impression of Connor wanting to egg her house with me. All right. May! We're going to fucking egg that this for yeah? Thank you for the 8. That's what she gets for sharing her fucking eggs. Thank you for the 5. Could honestly see a close fight between Corey and O'Malley. Yeah, I would see it close, but I think O'Malley would chew up his leg and beat him. But yeah, I could see a close fight. Thank you for the 5. I do think O'Malley would win, though. I could see O'Malley chinning him as well. Now, ugliest is Ankalaev or Bilal. Maybe Batista. All right, all right. Thank you very much for the $5. I understand and share your dislike for Corey. He tries to be too technical and pretty and too weak like Yair to throw many power shots and grapple. It seems like he's focused on like... Sometimes you just... You know what I mean? Sometimes you just got to win a fight. And Corey Sandhagen, it feels like that isn't his priority sometimes. You know? He's like, well, I could win, but that won't look pretty if I do that. You know? It'd be risky if I did that. I always feel like that when I'm watching a Corey Sandhagen fight. When do we get Kayla Harrison versus O'Malley? Oof. Soon. Once O'Malley moves to the men's divisions, then we'll have that matchup, I'll tell you. Right, so I'll try and get this Manel Cap interview tomorrow, I guess. We'll see what happens. That should be good. What do you guys think I should ask him? 2 versus 1, Merab and Tapuria versus Jones. Who wins? Merab and Topuria versus Jones. Who wins? Probably the two of them. It'd be close though. I think it'd be risky, but 2-on-1 if they're both trained fighters is a fucking tough ask. You know, putting someone away for good in a fight for enough time to deal with the other one is much more difficult than you think, you know? Not saying that like I know, but, you know, I don't think people will. It's very hard to finish a fight without teachers stepping in, you know what I mean? To actually finish a fight. Be careful, Guru. Robert Bell is trying to pay his way into your pants. I'm on to him. It's all good. I've got my guard up, mate. Thank you for the 5. Aldo versus Zahabi is proof the UFC sharts on legends. It is. So is Aldo versus Batista, and so is Aldo versus Martinez. This has happened 3 times in a row. Guru, who is your favorite prospect that got destroyed on the come-up? I will never forgive that fuzzball Malteser, Kevin Lee, for murking my boy Gregor Gillespie. I wasn't really a big fan of Gregor, though. Eventually, towards the end as well, I was pissed off at him because he literally said, give me Ferguson or I'm done. Favorite prospect that got destroyed on the come-up? Oh, I can't think, man. There's so many. I've been watching for so long, man. There's so many. I used to think Edmund Shabazian was going to be the truth of the middleweight division, to be honest with you. There was a time when he beat Tavares, I was like, dude, there's no one at middleweight stopping this. I literally thought that for a second, so that was kind of a shocking derailment. That's just off the top of my head. There's loads of others, though. Impression of Corey gooning to Hardy's sword story. Yeah, and tell us how you pieced together a fucking sword in the temple grounds. Shall I read the Dan Hardy? I'm not reading it now. There's too many and there's too many donos. But maybe at the end of the stream, I'll read the fucking Dan Hardy story. Who has the best hair transplant in the UFC? Best hair transplant in the UFC. Paul Craig's went well for him. Paulo Costa's has been pretty good for him. I can't think of any others. Damon Jackson. Damon Jackson, to go from what he went from, was pretty impressive rebound. ULBERG versus JIRI. Title elimination. Yeah, but they're doing ULBERG versus Blachowicz in London, so I guess we'll see who wins that and then give them JIRI for a title elimination bout. Which fantasy race does Werner Jandiroba look like? A goblin. Thank you for the 2. People forget, man. Craig Jones is JDM's coach and learns things off of him like to skate against a cage. He smokes Bilal. I believe in JDM against Bilal. I believe in him. Thank you for the $8 Australian, Jack Della's straight nose. Thank you. Corey beat TJ. He did. Thank you for the 2. He should have done anyway. Race tier list from Cap. All right, yeah. Maybe I'll like go through the flyweight contenders and I'll say which ones... Which ones do you think have an abomination of DNA? I remember when there was a time when Manel Cap was just saying that your DNA is an abomination. I remember people were saying, stay centered on the screen. I'm going to finish. All right. Shouldn't people feel happy that it wasn't? Why is such an outrage when they hear that number was a lot lower? Should be good news. Because then it kind of ruins the whole thing that they got going on. But yeah, I know what you mean. Thank you for the 5. You're right. You're right, right? That's almost wishful thinking. I just can't live with myself thinking that it would have been that much. You know what I mean? Chill out, though, guys. I'm in the UK. You're in America. Like, come on. The belts are losing their value. Champs rather vacate the most sought-after item in the sport because they won their fight, because they won't fight their friend, or giving sods like Izzy and O'Malley infinite rematches. Yeah, belts are losing their value, and there's only one per division, which is kind of insane. But I don't know. There's been people that have vacated before, so... Thank you for the $15 Australian. I also think that there is when a guy vacates the belt, it's like, I don't know, they say they vacated, but I feel like a lot of the times, especially with the Jamal Hill and the Yuri Prohaska situation at light heavyweight, it's like, you're getting stripped. We can take the belt off you, or you can voluntarily vacate it. You know what I mean? So Ilya is one of the few examples where that's actually happened recently, where someone actually has just vacated the belt. I feel like a lot of the other ones were kind of pushed by the UFC, and, you know, they sort of made it look like they wanted to. Do you ever find it funny people trash Batista and Merab for the fights with Aldo, but Volk set that blueprint first? You've seen the Instagram short as well. Yes, it is funny. But Volk did outland him on the feet as well, though. Like, he did outstrike him on the feet, so, you know. Revive Curtis Page or King Von. Think deeply, yeah? I don't know, man. King Von, I guess. Hanato wins even on short notice. Hope they call. I think Moicano can win that shit as well. I think Moicano can win that shit. 100%, you know? Thank you for the 22 euros. Guru, I'm very similar to you. 6'3.5" with shoes on. So not similar then, because I'm about 6'4.5" with shoes on. Around 248 pounds, okay. And around 25% body fat. I don't know what body fat percentage I am. I don't think I'm 20. Maybe I am. I have quite a bit of muscle, so I know you do too. Can't wait till a photo of DJ pops up so we can be proven to be big, not fat. All right. Thank you for the 22 euros. I'm meeting DJ in May. That's something that we are doing. We're collaborating with Demetrius Johnson. He's coming to the UK, so we'll do something like that. Thank you for the 22 euros. I think I'm doing an interview with him, so we'll make it happen. Oh my God, Bryce Mitchell was like to fucking post. Retroactively going back on Instagram to see what Bryce Mitchell has liked. How it feels to hang out with that one bro who also knows it wasn't 6 million. Thug Nasty likes this. And it's like an edit of Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio. Fucking Bryce Mitchell, man. What a fucking legend. Jesus Christ. Sometimes everyone's been sending me shit like, dude, he liked this one as well from like January. It's so fucking funny. You can see where he went down the, you know, when he went along. If Gene Silver, the signs were all there, guys. The signs were all there. It was only a matter of time. That's probably why he started the pod. He's like, I'm doing it. I'm starting. I'm telling it. I'm saying the truth. Hooker out of the fight with a clap. Moicano next. If Gene Silver steps in against Gaethje, who wins? I'll go Gene Silver. I never pick Gaethje. Impression of McGregor as a postman after bankruptcy. Mate, stand your fucking base, mate, yeah? I'm gonna fucking stick me dick through your letterbox, mate, yeah?